Welcome back, seekers of wisdom and tranquility. If you've ever wondered how to live a life brimming with happiness and self-assurance, then you're in the perfect place. Today, you're about to unlock ancient Stoic secrets that have empowered minds for centuries, guiding them toward a more joyful and confident existence. Now, before we embark on this transformative journey, remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of the life-changing insights we share here. Alright, are you ready to dive into the profound world of Stoicism and uncover the practices that can elevate your life? Let's get started. Setting the Stoic scene, a brief history unfolds, revealing Stoicism's time-tested wisdom. Born in the bustling heart of ancient Greece, Stoicism took shape in the wisdom of Zeno of Citium. It swiftly spread its roots throughout the Hellenistic world, striking a chord with those seeking serenity amidst the chaos of life. Stoic philosophy holds steadfast, even as empires rise and fall, teaching us how to cultivate inner peace, happiness, and a rock-solid confidence in the face of life's unpredictable tides. But what makes Stoicism so relevant today? In our modern world, brimming with distractions and constant change, Stoicism's principles act as a grounding force. They teach us to focus on what we can control, to let go of what we cannot, and to recognize the power within to meet every challenge with equanimity. By embracing these teachings, we find ourselves equipped with tools not just to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with a smile and unwavering self-assurance. So as we delve into the core practices of Stoicism, remember this. These are not just philosophies of the past, but life-enhancing truths that continue to guide us towards a happier and more confident life. Stay tuned as we explore these practices and learn how to apply them to our own lives. The Stoic mindset is rooted in the understanding that life is filled with both joys and trials, and it is our perception and reaction to these events that dictate our sense of well-being. Central to Stoicism is the concept of the dichotomy of control, recognizing what is in our power to change and accepting what is not. This foundational principle helps to cultivate happiness by freeing us from the burdens of the uncontrollable. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius taught that by focusing our energy on our own thoughts and actions, we gain the clarity and confidence to navigate life's complexities. They believed that happiness is not found in external possessions or the opinions of others, but rather in our internal character and virtue. The Stoics view adversity not as a barrier to happiness, but as an opportunity for growth, a chance to practice patience, resilience, and courage. Another core element of the Stoic mindset is the practice of mindfulness, being present and fully engaged in the here and now. Stoicism encourages us to appreciate life as it unfolds, free from the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. This mindful approach helps us to savor the simple pleasures of life and to act with purpose and integrity. By adopting the Stoic mindset, we can reframe our challenges as tests of our character, finding confidence in our ability to endure and even thrive amid difficulties. In doing so, we discover an inner happiness that is robust and enduring, not easily swayed by the ebb and flow of fortune, and it is this unshakable joy and confidence that truly exemplifies the power of Stoicism in the pursuit of a fulfilled life. Remember, to cultivate the Stoic mindset, start by recognizing what you can control, practice mindfulness, and view challenges as opportunities for personal growth. This shift in perspective can lead to a profound transformation in your approach to life, paving the way for true happiness and confidence. Keep tuning in as we delve deeper into Stoic practices and learn how to integrate these timeless principles into our daily lives. Perception is key. How changing your perception can lead to a happier life. The Stoic way. Imagine you're walking down a bustling street, and out of nowhere, you're splashed by a passing car. Now, you have a choice. Either let anger take hold, or pause and consider the Stoic response. Our perception of events, more than the events themselves, shapes our happiness and self-confidence. This is the Stoic belief in the power of perception. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that external events have direct control over our emotions. But Stoicism teaches us that there is a space, however small, between what happens to us and how we respond. In that space lies our freedom to choose our perception. We can either perceive a situation as a catastrophic setback or as a neutral event that we imbue with meaning. Remember, it is not the event itself, but our interpretation of the event that causes our emotional reaction. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This holds true for many of life's challenges. By altering our perception, we can reduce unnecessary suffering and empower ourselves to lead a more serene and happy life. When we stop fearing the imaginary and start responding rationally to the real, we unlock a sense of confidence and contentment that is unassailable by external forces. Think of perception like the lens of a camera. Adjust the focus, and you can change the entire picture. The Stoics practiced this by using visualization techniques. They would visualize the worst-case scenarios, not to invite pessimism, but to diminish the shock if such events occurred. This practice, known as Premeditatio Malorum, helps us to be emotionally and mentally prepared for life's adversities. When we're mentally rehearsed, we're less likely to be thrown off balance and more likely to maintain our composure. Moreover, the Stoics recognized the importance of reflecting on the transient nature of life. Through the practice of memento mori, remembering that we will die, they sharpened their focus on what truly matters, thereby enhancing their appreciation of life. By keeping the finiteness of life in mind, we are prompted to let go of trivial frustrations and to savor the moments that bring us true joy. So how can you apply this Stoic wisdom to your life? Start by challenging your perceptions each day. When confronted with a difficult situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? Can I change my perception of it? By doing this, you'll begin to see life through a Stoic lens, a lens that filters out irrational judgments and magnifies the power of a balanced, rational mind. Remember, the key to a happier life is not changing the world around us, but changing how we see the world within us. And with each shift in perception, you'll find yourself walking a path that is more joyful and filled with confidence, the Stoic way. Now, as we move forward in our journey to integrate Stoicism into our lives, think about how perception has shaped your experiences so far. Are you ready to adjust your lens? Stay with us as we continue to explore the transformative power of Stoic principles, understanding control, diving into what we can control versus what we cannot, and why it matters for our happiness. Esteemed fellow seekers, let us now delve deeper into the Stoic heartland by grappling with the concept of control, a cornerstone of Stoicism that profoundly impacts our happiness and confidence. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of the world, wishing you could bring order to the storm around you? Stoicism offers a beacon of clarity, illuminating the path through that tempest by helping us distinguish between what is within our control and what is beyond our grasp. Picture yourself as the captain of a ship. The sea represents life's unpredictable events, while your ship symbolizes what you can steer, your actions, your responses, and your judgments. The weather, on the other hand, is utterly out of your hands. Just as many occurrences in life are outside our sphere of control, the wisdom lies in navigating your ship with skill and composure, regardless of the storms that rage. The Stoics understood that we exert true authority only over our own virtues and decisions. External factors, be they our social status, the behavior of others, or the roll of life's dice, are not ours to command. By investing our energies into what we do control, we engender a powerful sense of agency and self-efficacy. This doesn't mean we become indifferent or passive. Rather, we engage more fully with the aspects of our lives we can influence, leading to a more active and purposeful existence. A prime example lies in our reactions to others' opinions. It's human nature to crave approval, but Stoicism teaches us to detach our self-worth from external validation. When we focus on cultivating our character and wisdom, qualities within our control, we build genuine self-confidence that doesn't waver with the tides of public opinion. The elegant simplicity of this Stoic practice is that it turns our attention inward, fostering an internal locus of control that becomes the bedrock of our happiness. Moreover, embracing what we can't control can be liberating. Once we accept that some events are destined to unfold regardless of our will, we free ourselves from the anxiety of uncertainty. We can then refocus on our response to these events, which is where our power truly lies. It's here that we find the resilience to bounce back from setbacks, the grit to persevere, and the serenity to embrace life's grand tapestry with equanimity. So, how can we practically apply this principle? Begin each day by reminding yourself of the dichotomy of control. Identify your intentions and efforts as realms of your influence, and accept that the outcome may not always follow suit. When faced with life's vagaries, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, let it be. Practice this discernment, and you'll find that not only will your happiness increase, but also your sense of inner peace and confidence. The potency of understanding control cannot be overstated. It can transform how we approach every facet of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional pursuits. It enables us to navigate life with a steadier hand and a clearer vision, unburdened by the weight of the uncontrollable. So let us harness this Stoic wisdom and set sail towards a horizon where happiness and confidence abound. Join me as we continue to uncover the profound insights Stoicism has to offer and carry them into the fabric of our daily lives. Identifying your core values in life using Stoic wisdom brings us to the heart of personal fulfillment and authenticity. Know what matters to you, and let these values inform your every decision and action. This practice will not only simplify your life, but will also ensure that your pursuits are aligned with your true self. In Stoicism, the pursuit of virtue is paramount. It's the compass that guides every Stoic. Virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline are the foundation upon which a life well lived is built. But how do you determine which values are core to your being? Reflect deeply on what brings you peace and a sense of purpose. These are the things that matter most, the ideals that should shape your life's narrative. To identify your core values, take time for introspection. The Stoics were proponents of examining life, believing that an unexamined life was not worth living. Ask yourself, what is truly important to me? What are the principles that I want to define my existence? The answers to these questions are your core values. They could range from honesty and integrity to compassion and love. They should resonate with who you are at your most fundamental level. Once you've identified your core values, use them as a metric for your choices. Before you act, consider whether your potential action is in harmony with your values. This is how you practice living with intention, ensuring that your life's direction is constantly in alignment with your true self. By doing this, you create a life that is not just reactive to external events, but is proactively crafted around what you hold dear. Stoicism reminds us that our values are like stars in the night sky. They are fixed points that help us navigate through the darkness. In times of uncertainty or moral complexity, look to your values to illuminate the path forward. When you make decisions based on your values, you build confidence in your judgment and integrity in your actions. Furthermore, living according to your core values leads to genuine happiness. It's the kind of happiness that is not dependent on material success or the approval of others, but is a true reflection of a life lived with purpose and meaning. This alignment of values and life choices fosters an inner contentment that is untouchable by external circumstances. In essence, knowing what matters to you and living by it is an act of Stoic wisdom. It's a testament to your commitment to personal excellence and authenticity. As we continue this exploration of Stoic practices, reflect on your identified core values and challenge yourself to live by them each day. Make your values your anchors, and you will find that no storm can drift you away from the shores of happiness and confidence. Stay with us as we further explore Stoic principles and how they can transform our lives from the inside out. Daily reflections, integrating the practice of self-reflection to boost confidence, is our next step on the Stoic path to inner strength and happiness. The Stoics weren't just philosophers. They were some of the first self-helpers deeply committed to the art of reflection as a means to forge unshakable self-confidence and tranquility. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic emperors, left us his Meditations, a powerful testament to the Stoic practice of daily self-reflection. To apply this in our lives, set aside time each day to quietly contemplate your actions, thoughts, and experiences. This sacred pause is not about self-criticism, but about self-awareness and growth. During this time, explore the day's events. Where did you excel in embodying Stoic virtues? In what moments did you allow external events to disrupt your inner equilibrium? How could you have responded more in line with your core values? This practice is akin to sharpening a blade. Each day, by reflecting on your actions, you hone the edge of your wisdom and the strength of your character. Recognizing where you've succeeded instills confidence, while acknowledging where you can improve prevents complacency. It's about finding balance, understanding that while perfection is unattainable, progress is always within reach. Reflection also helps to solidify the lessons learned. By replaying scenarios in the stillness of your mind, you can dissect them and extract the wisdom they contain. This introspective process helps in cementing the Stoic principles within your daily life, making them not just concepts, but active agents of change in your quest for a happier existence. Moreover, self-reflection cultivates an intimate relationship with oneself. You become your own mentor and critic, privy to the most profound insights that others may overlook. It is within this solitude that true confidence is fostered, not the type that is loud or boastful, but the quiet, unwavering assurance that you are living with purpose and integrity. In your daily reflections, also celebrate the small victories. Recognize the moments when you displayed resilience, exercised self-discipline, or offered kindness when it wasn't easy. These aren't just wins. They're the building blocks of a confident and contented life. So, I urge you, dear viewers, to embrace this practice. Start tonight. Sit in silence. Reflect on your day and ask yourself those crucial questions. Make this a ritual and watch as the alchemy of reflection transforms the leaden weight of daily struggles into the gold of wisdom and confidence. As we continue this Stoic journey together, remember that it's not just about learning Stoic principles, but living them, allowing them to permeate your being and elevate your life. Stay with us, and in our next segment, we'll explore another powerful Stoic tool that will bring us closer to the happiness and confidence we seek. Circle of Influence. Focusing on your circle of influence to increase effectiveness and happiness. As we continue threading our way through the rich tapestry of Stoic wisdom, let's pause to consider a powerful concept that can significantly augment our effectiveness and happiness: the circle of influence. This idea, which resonates deeply with Stoic teachings, invites us to shift our attention and energies toward the areas of our lives where we can affect real change. The circle of influence encompasses those aspects that fall under our direct control: our behaviors, our decisions, our attitudes. Picture two concentric circles. The larger one represents the circle of concern, filled with all the things that affect us, including our environment, politics, the economy, and the behavior of others. Inside, it is the smaller circle of influence, consisting of all things within our personal locus of control. Now, it's human nature to sometimes focus too much on our circle of concern, which can lead to feelings of helplessness and anxiety. However, Stoicism invites us to concentrate our efforts on our circle of influence. By doing so, we empower ourselves. We begin to act rather than be acted upon. We become the architects of our own lives. To leverage your circle of influence, start by examining your daily life. Identify where you're spending your energy. Are you consumed by the news cycle, upset about things beyond your reach? Or are you investing in your personal development, your relationships, and your contributions to your community? By redirecting your focus inward, you not only build resilience, but also expand your circle of influence, as your increased effectiveness leads to greater confidence and proactive engagement with life. Another way to strengthen your circle of influence is through the Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort. This could be anything from waking up early to taking cold showers. The purpose is to train yourself to be unaffected by external discomforts. As you do this, you'll notice that your circle of influence begins to grow, because you become more disciplined and less reactive to the world around you. Remember, your circle of influence is also about accepting responsibility for your reactions. When an unexpected event occurs, it's within your power to choose a response that aligns with your values and objectives. This isn't about suppressing emotions, but about managing them wisely so that they serve you rather than control you. By nurturing your circle of influence, you cultivate a robust internal foundation of happiness and self-confidence. It's not that you won't face challenges or setbacks. Rather, you'll face them with a steadfastness that comes from knowing you're focusing on the right things, the things you can truly change. Let's put this into practice. Consider a challenging situation you're facing right now. Ask yourself, what aspects of this situation can I influence? Focus on those. Maybe you can't control the global economy, but you can control how you manage your finances. Maybe you can't control someone's negative behavior, but you can control how you respond to it. By acting within your circle of influence, you take charge of your life's direction. You will find that, with every step you take within this circle, your happiness and confidence will naturally rise. You become more capable, more serene, and ultimately more effective in every area of your life. So, dear Stoic companions, as we draw this segment to a close, reflect on your own circle of influence. Consider the power you hold within to reshape your life for the better. Embrace it, act on it, and watch your happiness and effectiveness flourish. Join me next time as we delve deeper into Stoicism and discover more tools and practices that can guide us towards a life of happiness and unwavering confidence. The view from above, a Stoic technique to gain perspective and reduce anxiety. In the wisdom-laden journey of Stoicism, there lies an immensely powerful practice known as the view from above. This technique, deeply rooted in Stoic thought, is designed to expand our perspective and dissolve the anxieties that often accompany a narrow, self-centered view of life. It invites us to soar mentally above the fray of daily trials and tribulations, providing a bird's-eye view of the broader tapestry of existence. Imagine yourself ascending higher and higher, until you're looking down upon your life from a great height. From this vantage point, individual worries begin to diminish, consumed by the vastness of the world. This exercise of rising above grants us a liberating glimpse into the interconnection of all things and the small scale of our own concerns. It is a humbling experience that realigns our priorities and calms the restless mind. The Stoics practice the view from above to cultivate a sense of cosmic perspective. When engulfed in personal troubles, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and to inflate the importance of our own dramas. But by consciously shifting our viewpoint and recognizing our place in the universe, we are reminded that many of our anxieties are transient and, in the cosmic scheme, of little consequence. To practice this technique, take a moment to visualize your surroundings from above, your home, your city, your country, and continue to zoom out until you see the Earth itself as a tiny orb in the vast expanse of space. Contemplate the countless lives, each with their own joys and sorrows, successes and failures. Reflect on how your life intertwines with others, each person part of a grand, intricate whole. This perspective breeds a serene detachment that allows us to approach our experiences with equanimity. It's not that our personal lives are unimportant, far from it, but rather that they are part of a larger, interconnected web. Acknowledging this interdependence helps us to let go of petty grievances and to approach our fellow humans with greater empathy and understanding. Furthermore, a view from above can reduce anxiety by instilling a deep appreciation for the present moment. When we consider the ephemeral nature of our existence against the backdrop of eternity, we are inspired to live more fully, to cherish each experience, and to treasure our connections with others. It encourages us to focus on what genuinely matters, leading a virtuous life and contributing positively to the world around us. In practicing this Stoic strategy, we also find a renewed sense of gratitude for the beauty and wonder of life. This shift from a problem-focused mindset to a gratitude-centered one is profoundly transformative. It strengthens our resilience, bolsters our confidence, and brings about a more profound sense of inner peace. So, my fellow travelers on this Stoic path, I encourage you to integrate the view from above into your daily routine. Whenever you feel weighed down by the pressures of life, take a few minutes to mentally step back and rise above. It is there, from that elevated perspective, that you'll find clarity, tranquility, and the strength to meet life's challenges with a steadfast heart. Embrace this practice, and you'll discover that anxiety holds less power over you, as your view widens and your spirit soars. The view from above is not an escape from reality, but an embrace of a grander reality, one that fills us with awe, steadies our resolve, and deepens our happiness. Join me in the next discussion as we continue to draw from the profound well of Stoic wisdom. guiding us toward a life that is not only more confident and happy but also rich in perspective and meaning. Premeditation of evils. How visualizing the worst-case scenarios can actually make you happier. In the Stoics' treasure chest of practices, there is one that might at first seem counterintuitive, yet it harbors a powerful secret to lasting happiness and confidence. This is the practice of Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. While the name may sound ominous, this technique is about mental preparedness, strength, and ultimately profound inner peace. How does envisioning the worst lead to happiness, you might wonder? Let's consider this practice closely. The Stoics believed that by contemplating potential negative outcomes, we could cushion ourselves against the shocks of future hardships. It's a form of mental rehearsal. By visualizing challenges and setbacks, we equip ourselves with the fortitude to face them head-on should they arise. This anticipatory exercise is not about dwelling in fear or pessimism. On the contrary, it's about acknowledging that life can sometimes take a turn for the worse, and that by being mentally prepared, we can prevent these scenarios from catching us off guard. It's akin to a fire drill. Regularly conducting them doesn't mean we're living in constant fear of fire, but rather that we're training ourselves to act effectively and remain calm if an actual fire occurs. By frequently visiting the realm of the what if, we lessen the impact of negative experiences. Imagine you've been working on a project for months, and there's a chance it might not be received well. By considering this possibility beforehand, you're not only bracing yourself for potential disappointment, but you're also formulating strategies to deal with it constructively. This proactive stance infuses you with a sense of agency and breeds resilience. Furthermore, Premeditatio Malorum can amplify our appreciation for the present. When we recognize that things could be worse, or that they might change for the worse, we learn to cherish what we have right now. This gratitude for the current moment, for the absence of the imagined adversities, is a wellspring of joy and serenity. To practice Premeditatio Malorum, set aside a few quiet moments each day to contemplate the conceivable challenges ahead. Think about what could go wrong and how you would respond. What virtues would you need to call upon? Wisdom, perhaps, to seek solutions. Courage, to face the fear. Or self-discipline, to persevere. Through this process, you'll find that you're not only ready to tackle these challenges, but that your fear of them diminishes. In embracing this practice, you'll also develop a more balanced emotional life. Since you've already mentally rehearsed the worst-case scenarios, your emotional responses are more measured and less reactive when tough times hit. This balance is a source of happiness, because you're living with a prepared heart, one that is not easily toppled by life's unpredictability. So my friends, as we delve into the practice of Premeditatio Malorum, remember that it's another piece of the Stoic puzzle to living a fulfilled and joyful life. By visualizing the worst-case scenarios, we can actually make ourselves happier, for we come to realize that many of our fears are manageable, that even if the worst should happen, we have the inner resources to rise above it. It is within this realization that we find an enduring confidence and a smile that remains unshaken by life's ebbs and flows. Now, as we look forward to exploring more Stoic principles, let's carry with us the resiliency and peace cultivated through this practice. The premeditation of evils is not merely an exercise in anticipation. It's a pathway to a more resilient, appreciative, and ultimately happier existence. Join me next time as we continue to reveal the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its promise of a life rich not only in knowledge, but in happiness and confidence as well. Embracing obstacles. How to turn every obstacle into an opportunity, inspired by Stoicism. Fellow seekers on the path to inner peace and empowerment, today we venture further into the Stoic wisdom by discussing one of its most invigorating tenets, the art of turning every obstacle into an opportunity. This Stoic practice is not just a coping strategy, it is a powerful framework for transforming adversity into advantage, challenges into triumphs. When faced with a barrier, our natural response might be frustration or defeat. However, the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advises us to see each obstacle as raw material for growth. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way, he famously wrote in Meditations. What this means is that every difficulty carries within it the seeds of its own overcoming. The very presence of an obstacle signifies a chance to develop strength, wisdom, and resilience. To embrace obstacles, Stoicism encourages us first to adapt our mindset. Instead of perceiving a tough situation as a hindrance, view it as a puzzle to be solved, a lesson to be learned, or a test of your character. This shift in perception immediately transforms the energy surrounding the obstacle from one of resistance to one of engagement. Let's take a practical scenario. Perhaps you've been working tirelessly towards a promotion that doesn't materialize. A Stoic response wouldn't be to dwell on disappointment. Instead, it would be to dissect the experience, to understand what skills need sharpening, or to consider this as an opportunity to seek a new path that aligns even more closely with your abilities and passion. In doing so, you are converting what seems like a setback into a setup for future success. Moreover, embracing obstacles involves proactive creativity. When one door closes, a Stoic doesn't just wait for another to open, they build a new door. It's about utilizing your ingenuity to carve out alternatives, to circumvent or dismantle the roadblocks, and to expand your realm of possibilities. Each obstacle, then, becomes a call to innovation, compelling us to explore untapped potential and new horizons. Furthermore, the practice of embracing obstacles removes the fear associated with failure. Stoics see failure as a natural step in the process of learning and growth. When we accept that setbacks are inevitable and that they are rich with lessons, we remove their power to demoralize us. Instead, they become stepping stones to mastery and self-assurance. Incorporate this approach into your daily life by asking yourself, how can I use this obstacle to my advantage? Seek the hidden opportunity in every challenge, whether it's developing patience when faced with a delay, or acquiring new knowledge when confronted with the unknown. With each obstacle you overcome, your confidence will burgeon because you are proving to yourself, time and again, that you are capable of turning trials into triumphs. As we wrap up today's exploration of Stoic practices, remember that each obstacle we encounter is not just a barrier but also a doorway. It is an invitation to step into our power, to display our fortitude, and to sculpt a life that reflects our highest aspirations. So, embrace your obstacles with the confidence that you have the Stoic wisdom to transform them into opportunities that lead to greater happiness and self-assuredness. In our next segment, we'll continue to draw from the rich well of Stoicism, uncovering more practices that fortify our journey towards a life that is as robust in joy as it is in confidence. Until then, reflect on the obstacles you've faced and how you'll welcome the next with the strength and conviction of a true Stoic. Join us next time for more empowering insights into the Stoic way of life. Voluntary discomfort, why occasionally choosing the harder path can make you stronger and more confident. In our journey through Stoic wisdom, we arrive at a practice known as voluntary discomfort. This powerful technique underpins a paradoxical truth. Embracing discomfort voluntarily can fortify our resilience, increase our happiness, and bolster our confidence. It's a path less trodden, but one that yields rich rewards for those who dare to walk it. The Stoics understood that to appreciate comfort, one must occasionally experience its opposite. Seneca, for instance, would engage in periodic practices of frugality, eating simple food and wearing humble clothing. He wasn't punishing himself, but rather reminding himself that he could survive, and even thrive, under less than ideal conditions. This self-imposed simplicity served to temper his spirit and reinforce his self-sufficiency. Voluntary discomfort is about stepping out of our comfort zone on purpose. It can be as simple as taking a cold shower, fasting for a day, or foregoing certain luxuries temporarily. The aim is to demonstrate to ourselves that we can endure hardship and that our happiness and self-worth are not predicated on constant comfort or pleasure. Choosing the harder path voluntarily serves several functions. It prepares us for times when life might force discomfort upon us involuntarily. By regularly practicing mild forms of discomfort, we build a mental and emotional robustness that can face life's uncertainties with equanimity. It's akin to a muscle that, when exercised, grows stronger and more reliable. In addition to preparedness, voluntary discomfort helps realign our values. It peels away the superficial layers of need and desire, revealing what is essential for our contentment. Often, we find that our needs are fewer and simpler than we imagined, and this realization can be profoundly liberating. This practice also inoculates us against entitlement and complacency. By voluntarily putting ourselves in situations where we have less, we become more grateful and appreciative of what we do have. The contrast between discomfort and our normal state of being intensifies our gratitude for the routine comforts of daily life that we might otherwise take for granted. Moreover, each act of voluntary discomfort is a testament to our willpower and self-control. It's a declaration that we are not solely at the mercy of our circumstances. With every challenge we undertake, our confidence swells because we see firsthand our ability to persevere and adapt. How can you incorporate voluntary discomfort into your life? Start small, perhaps by resisting the urge to indulge in a luxury or convenience. Reflect on this experience, note how it feels, and observe the resilience bubbling within you. Gradually, as you become more accustomed to this practice, increase the level of discomfort. Remember, the goal is not to cause undue hardship, but to mindfully expand your tolerance and flexibility. By integrating voluntary discomfort into our lives, we sharpen our Stoic virtues of courage and temperance. We toughen ourselves against the fragility of external conditions and discover a wellspring of internal strength. This strength reflects in a more confident and contented stance towards life, immune to the tyranny of comfort and pleasure. As we move forward on our Stoic path, let us embrace voluntary discomfort as a tool for personal growth and empowerment. This practice is an invitation to explore the boundaries of our comfort zones, to willingly accept less, and through it, to gain so much more. It teaches us that, sometimes, the harder path is the one that leads to the greatest rewards: strength, happiness, and an unwavering sense of self-confidence. Join us as we continue to explore and apply the transformative principles of Stoicism in our quest for a thriving life. Journaling insights: how to keep a Stoic journal and why it's a game changer for personal growth. Embarking on the Stoic path to self-improvement, we find a transformative practice that serves as a mirror to our soul: the Stoic journal. This reflection tool is not just about recording events. It's a profound method for examining our inner landscape, fostering self-awareness, and cementing the principles of Stoicism in our lives. Journaling in the Stoic tradition involves a daily examination of our thoughts, behaviors, and experiences, structured to align our actions with our aspirations toward virtue. It's a private dialogue with oneself, where one lays bare their strengths and shortcomings without judgment, but with an eye on progress and personal growth. To begin keeping a Stoic journal, set aside a quiet time each day, preferably in the morning or before bed, to write. Start by recounting the previous day's events, focusing on moments where Stoic virtues were or could have been applied. Did you practice temperance when faced with abundance? Did you display courage when confronted with fear? Reflect on these instances and ask yourself how they align with your core values and Stoic beliefs. Your journal is also the ground to prepare for the day ahead. Use it to anticipate challenges and visualize how you will apply Stoic wisdom to navigate them. This proactive stance transforms your journal into a strategic plan for the day, a blueprint for living with intention and virtue. Why is this practice a game changer for personal growth? Because it creates a feedback loop of continuous learning. Through daily entries, you begin to notice patterns in your behavior, recurring challenges, and how your actions either contribute to or detract from your happiness and confidence. It is this self-reflective process that accelerates personal development, offering clear insights into how to refine your character and conduct. Journaling also serves as a testament to your journey. As you look back on past entries, you'll witness firsthand the evolution of your Stoic practice. You'll see how obstacles were transformed into opportunities and how your perception of discomfort shifted. This record of personal history is not only encouraging but also grounding, reminding you of the progress you've made and the resilience you've built. In this Stoic journal, you can also engage with the teachings of the great Stoic philosophers. Jot down quotes that resonate with you, dissect their meanings, and consider how you can embody those teachings in your daily routine. This dialogue between the wisdom of the ancients and the reflections of your own mind deepens your understanding and commitment to the Stoic way of life. Remember, journaling is not about perfection, but about truthful self-expression and growth. Be honest in your entries, for it is through honesty that we confront our limitations and transcend them. And as you do this, your confidence will soar, for you are not just passively wishing for a happier life. You are actively sculpting it with every word you write. In closing, if you seek to elevate your life, Embrace the Stoic practice of journaling. It's a potent catalyst for self-awareness, a roadmap to virtue, and a chronicle of your growth. It is indeed a game changer for those committed to the pursuit of personal excellence and tranquility. As we progress in our exploration of Stoicism, let your journal be your steadfast companion, charting your course to greater happiness and an unwavering confidence in the face of life's vicissitudes. Join us as we continue to uncover and implement the transformative practices of Stoicism, each step documented in the profound pages of your Stoic journal. Embracing the power of autonomy. How Stoicism empowers you to create a self-confident life. As we venture further into the profound teachings of Stoicism, we come upon a pivotal concept that serves as a foundation for true self-confidence: the power of autonomy. Stoicism is not just about enduring life's challenges with grace. It is about recognizing and claiming your inherent power to govern your inner world, your thoughts, and your actions. Autonomy, in the Stoic sense, is the recognition that you are the ultimate authority over your choices and responses. It's an acknowledgement of your inner citadel, the fortress within where your reason and virtue reside, impervious to external influences. This realization is liberating because it places you at the helm of your life, steering your journey according to your own moral compass. To cultivate this Stoic autonomy, start by examining the beliefs and judgments that dictate your behavior. Are they genuinely your own, or have they been shaped by society, family, or peers? The Stoics challenge us to question these inherited notions and to establish our beliefs based on rational analysis and personal values. This is how we build a life that is authentically ours, not a reflection of others' expectations. Furthermore, Stoic autonomy is about embracing full responsibility for our lives. It's easy to attribute our discontent or lack of confidence to circumstances beyond our control. However, Stoicism teaches us that our inner disposition is our own doing. When we claim ownership of our attitudes and emotions, we gain a powerful sense of control. With this control comes a profound boost in self-confidence, for we realize that we are not at the mercy of fate. Rather, we are the architects of our own experience. Another vital aspect of autonomy is the ability to be self-sufficient in our happiness and self-esteem. Stoics find contentment from within, independent of external accolades or material possessions. They practice ataraxia, peace of mind, by centering their joy on their own actions and virtue. This inward source of confidence is unshakable because it does not rely on the unpredictable ebb and flow of external conditions. To apply autonomy in your life, make decisions that resonate with your core values. When faced with a choice, ask yourself, does this align with my principles and the person I aim to be? This intentional living fosters a deep sense of self-trust and confidence, as each choice becomes a reaffirmation of your autonomy and agency. Moreover, practice saying no to things that are not in line with your Stoic path. This could be as simple as declining an invitation that conflicts with your pursuit of a meaningful life. Every no to external pressures is a yes to your autonomy and the cultivation of self-respect and confidence. In summary, the power of autonomy is central to the Stoic quest for happiness and confidence. By embracing our capacity to choose our perspective, to live by our virtues, and to derive contentment from our own actions, we empower ourselves to lead a life of purpose and strength. It is this autonomy that fortifies our confidence, as we come to trust in our ability to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and integrity. So, dear viewers, as we continue to explore the richness of Stoic practices, let us embrace our autonomy. It is this freedom, this sovereign rule over the self, that lights the path to a life of contentment and unassailable self-confidence. Join us next time for more empowering insights into the Stoic philosophy and the profound impact it can have on our journey towards a fulfilled and confident existence. As we journey forward in our exploration of Stoic wisdom, let us delve into a practice that is both uplifting and transformative: the attitude of gratitude. This Stoic practice is more than a mere habit of saying thank you. It is a profound way of living that can significantly amplify our happiness and solidify our self-confidence. The ancient Stoics recognized gratitude as an indispensable virtue, one that not only enriches our own lives but also strengthens our relationships with others. They understood that by focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, We cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment that no external circumstance can tarnish. To nurture an attitude of gratitude, begin each day by reflecting on the blessings in your life. These need not be grandiose. Simple pleasures, the company of loved ones, even the mere opportunity to breathe and greet the day are all causes for appreciation. As Seneca said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Embracing gratitude allows us to revel in the present and to recognize the multitude of gifts that life bestows upon us daily. This practice also helps us reframe our perspective during challenging times. When faced with adversity, it's easy to slip into a mindset of scarcity or victimhood. However, by employing gratitude, we shift our focus to the lessons learned, the inner strength gleaned, and the growth that challenges inevitably bring. This shift doesn't negate the hardship, but it empowers us to respond with resilience and to find joy even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude also fosters a sense of connection to the world around us. When we are thankful, we acknowledge the interplay of countless factors and individuals that contribute to our well-being. This acknowledgement enhances our relationship with our environment and community, grounding us in a reality where we are both receivers and givers of kindness and support. Moreover, the Stoic attitude of gratitude is a source of unshakable self-confidence. When we consistently recognize and appreciate our capabilities, our efforts, and our progress, we reinforce a positive self-image. This inner acknowledgement acts as a buffer against external criticism and reinforces our belief in our abilities. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine is simple yet profound. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you jot down 3 things you are thankful for each day, or make it a habit to express your appreciation to others regularly, acknowledging their impact on your life. These acts of gratitude will not only bring joy to those around you, but will also return to you tenfold, enhancing your sense of happiness and self-worth. As we reflect on the Stoic practice of gratitude, it becomes evident that it's more than an attitude. It's a way of perceiving and interacting with the world that elevates our experience of life. It bolsters our resilience, paints our daily existence with strokes of joy, and roots our confidence not in external validation, but in the steadfast appreciation of our own life's narrative. Therefore, let us walk the Stoic path with hearts full of gratitude. For it is this very gratitude that paves the way to a life of fulfillment and confident tranquility. In the next chapter of our Stoic journey, we'll continue to uncover the transformative power of ancient wisdom and how it can guide us towards an existence that celebrates happiness, confidence, and the beauty of a grateful spirit. Say no to envy. How to use Stoic teachings to overcome jealousy and be more content with life. As we traverse the enlightening path of Stoicism, we encounter a practice that directly confronts one of humanity's most insidious emotions: envy. This green-eyed monster can easily usurp our tranquility and self-confidence, but Stoic wisdom offers us valuable tools to dispel envy and cultivate a life of contentment. Envy arises when we compare our lives to those of others and feel lacking in comparison. It breeds discontent and bitterness, eating away at our happiness. But Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on our own journey rather than gazing into the lane of another. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminded us, if you envy someone for what they have, remember that you must also want their burdens. This powerful statement urges us to consider the full spectrum of others' lives, not just the appealing slice we may covet. To combat envy, Stoicism encourages us to practice self-sufficiency and to find joy in our own accomplishments and progress. When we center our satisfaction on personal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, we anchor our sense of worth on unshakable grounds. These virtues are independent of external factors and, importantly, not subject to comparison with others. Furthermore, Stoic teachings prompt us to rejoice in the good fortune of others instead of resenting it. By genuinely celebrating others' successes, we align ourselves with the Stoic principle of sympathia, the understanding that we are all part of a larger interconnected whole. This interconnectedness means that the achievements of one contribute to the betterment of all. Rather than harboring envy, we can let the triumphs of others inspire us to pursue our excellence. To incorporate this practice into your life, begin by reflecting on the triggers of your envy. Is it a colleague's promotion? A friend's new car? Once identified, question whether these desires truly align with your core values. Will achieving similar milestones bring you closer to the Stoic ideal of a virtuous life? Often, you'll find that what you envy is not what you genuinely want or need for your fulfillment. Another Stoic exercise in combating envy is to regularly contemplate the impermanence of material wealth and status. By reminding ourselves that external possessions are transient and can easily be lost, we temper the urge to draw our happiness from them. Instead, we learn to appreciate the enduring nature of virtue and the peace of mind it provides. Lastly, practice gratitude for your unique life path, with all its lessons and accolades. Your journey, like that of the Stoic sages, is one of individual growth and wisdom. By embracing the distinctiveness of your experiences, you affirm the richness of your existence, independent of comparison or competition. In essence, saying no to envy is an act of liberation. It frees us from the destructive cycle of comparison and allows us to delight in our own narrative. As we commit to living the Stoic way, we discover the serenity that comes from a life measured by the yardstick of personal virtue, not by the fleeting markers of external success. In our subsequent discussions, we will delve deeper into Stoic strategies for leading a life abundant in joy and abounding in the quiet confidence of self-contentment. Join us as we continue to explore how Stoicism can not only enlighten the mind, but also enrich the soul, limiting desire, the Stoic approach to wanting less and enjoying more. In our ongoing exploration of Stoicism, we come to understand that the secret to a happier and more confident life does not lie in the relentless pursuit of more, but in the measured desire for less. This Stoic principle of limiting desire teaches us to temper our wants, sharpen our appreciation for what we have, and find profound joy in simplicity. The Stoics believe that by curbing the insatiable appetite for possessions and experiences, we free ourselves from the chains of perpetual discontent. It's a truth echoed across time in the words of Epictetus. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By narrowing the gap between what we have and what we desire, we open the door to contentment and peace. To practice limiting desire, begin by distinguishing between what is necessary for a good life and what is superfluous. The Stoics were advocates of living in accordance with nature, which means seeking what sustains and enriches life rather than indulging every passing whim. Identify the essentials that contribute to your well-being and virtue, and give yourself permission to enjoy them fully without being drawn into the ceaseless quest for more. Another step is to cultivate an awareness of impermanence. Stoicism teaches us that everything external is temporary and subject to change. When we truly internalize this understanding, our desire for material accumulation diminishes. We learn to relish the present moment and the transient beauty of life, rather than clinging to the promise of future acquisitions. Moreover, limiting desire is not about self-denial or austerity for its own sake. It's about recalibrating our understanding of happiness. The Stoic path to joy is not paved with gold, but with gratitude and virtue. By embracing a lifestyle that honors simplicity, we discover a richness that material abundance can never provide, a richness of spirit that feeds our confidence and sustains our serenity. To integrate this philosophy into your daily life, pause before each purchase or commitment and ask, is this truly adding value to my life? Is it fostering my growth and contentment, or just feeding the endless cycle of wanting? By doing so, you navigate life with intent, making choices that align with your deepest principles, rather than the fleeting allure of desire. Practice also the Stoic art of visualization, not merely to foresee potential challenges, but to appreciate the fullness of your current state. Visualize your life without some of the things or experiences you deem essential. Often, you'll find that, even in their absence, you can lead a fulfilling life. This practice strengthens your resilience and deepens your appreciation for the abundance that already exists in your life. And remember, limiting desire doesn't mean you should cease striving for improvement or success. Stoicism encourages personal excellence and the pursuit of one's potential. The key is to pursue these goals with wisdom and moderation, ensuring that our ambitions serve us and do not enslave us. By embracing the Stoic approach to limiting desire, we learn to savor life more fully and to approach our ambitions with balance. This liberates us from the dissatisfaction that often accompanies excess and teaches us to derive joy from the wealth of our inner lives. As we temper our desires, we become more present, more grateful, and more at peace with ourselves. A peace that is the cornerstone of true happiness and lasting confidence. Join us next time as we delve further into Stoic teachings, continuing to forge a life that is not only richer in understanding, but also abundantly joyful and confidently serene. Building resilience. Techniques from Stoicism to develop emotional resilience and confidence. Resilience, a term much admired but not easily attained, is often the bastion that holds firm when the gales of life blow with relentless force. As Stoicism enlightens us, it is not merely the absence of adversity, but the presence of inner fortitude that defines resilience. The Stoics, with their profound insights, bestow upon us techniques to cultivate this very resilience and, in tandem, bolster our self-confidence. To develop emotional resilience, we must first embrace the Stoic principle that it's not events themselves that upset us, but our judgments about them. It's critical, then, to examine our immediate reactions to challenges. Ask yourself, is this obstacle truly a disaster, or just an opportunity to grow? When you reframe adversity as a teacher, your resilience naturally begins to strengthen. Another Stoic tool for building resilience is the practice of voluntary hardship. Much like muscles that grow stronger under resistance, our emotional fibers too can be fortified by intentional exposure to difficulty. Take up a challenging task, step out of your comfort zone, or engage in tough physical exercise. These voluntary hardships train your mind to be calm and composed when unplanned adversities strike. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us the art of negative visualization. Unlike naive optimism, Stoicism posits the utility of contemplating potential losses or hardships. This mental rehearsal not only prepares us for life's inevitable downturns, but also fosters a deep appreciation for our current state. By recognizing that nothing is guaranteed, we learn to value our present experiences more deeply, which in turn builds a resilient zest for life. To weave resilience into the fabric of your being, practice the Stoic discipline of daily reflection. At the end of each day, review your actions, reactions, and emotions. Assess how you dealt with the day's events. Were you reactive or controlled? Did you meet challenges with dread or with composure? This introspection is invaluable, as it highlights areas for growth and reinforces the positive responses you wish to embody. Let us not forget the role of community in fostering resilience. The Stoics understood the importance of fellowship and support. Surround yourself with individuals who exhibit the resilience you aspire to. Learn from their conduct, seek their counsel, and as you do, your own resilience will be nurtured through this shared wisdom and encouragement. Above all, Stoicism equips us with the awareness that we possess a reservoir of internal strength. It's about tapping into that wellspring of vigor, wisdom, and courage within us. Remember, confidence is the reward for those who have battled through the storms and come out the other side, but are not the other side, not unscarred, but triumphant in their perseverance. Building resilience is not an overnight feat. It's a journey where each step, each obstacle is an opportunity to reinforce our emotional defenses and solidify our self-assurance. So, dear friends, as we walk this path of Stoic enlightenment together, let us cultivate resilience with mindful practice, patient progress, and the steadfast knowledge that within each of us lies an unbreakable spirit. Join me in our next exploration of Stoic wisdom, where we will continue to unlock the doors to a fulfilling life marked by emotional resilience and undaunted confidence. Our voyage into the heart of Stoicism is far from over, and with each practice, we become ever more equipped to face life's vicissitudes with grace and undiminished joy. Cultivating relationships, the Stoic perspective on forging deeper connections. And why it matters. In the rich tapestry of Stoicism, there is a thread that weaves through the core of human experience, our relationships with others. The Stoic teachings remind us that while we must look inward to find peace and self-confidence, we must also reach outward to form meaningful connections. It is in the harmony of both pursuits that we find a complete and contented life. The Stoics revered the concept of oikiosis, which refers to the natural human inclination toward affection and social connection. They believed that by extending empathy and building bonds with others, we fulfill a fundamental part of our nature. This is not about mere acquaintance, but about forging relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and shared growth. To cultivate deeper connections, Stoicism encourages us to adopt the principle of empathy. Place yourself in the shoes of others, strive to understand their perspectives, and respond with compassion. This empathetic approach not only enriches our relationships, but also broadens our worldview, allowing us to navigate social dynamics with a balanced and open heart. Another Stoic practice vital to relationships is the maintenance of personal integrity. In every interaction, let your words and actions be guided by honesty and virtue. When you are consistent in your conduct, others come to rely on your character, and trust flourishes. It is this trust that lays the groundwork for lasting and meaningful relationships. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of active listening, a skill essential to effective communication and connection. Listen, not merely to respond, but to truly comprehend and appreciate the thoughts and feelings of others. This form of listening fosters a deeper understanding and sends a powerful message of value and respect to those with whom you are building a relationship. Why does cultivating relationships matter in Stoicism? Because, as the Stoics posited, humans are inherently social beings. Our interactions with others are not distractions from our practice of philosophy, but integral components of it. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively on friendship and its role in a virtuous life. He believed that true friends challenge us, support us in our endeavors, and share in the joys and sorrows of life, thus contributing to our happiness and resilience. Moreover, nurturing relationships provides us with a support network, a community that upholds us as we tackle life's challenges. When we connect on a profound level, we create a synergy that enhances our collective ability to cope, adapt, and thrive. This shared strength is invaluable and deeply aligned with the Stoic pursuit of a life well lived. In practical terms, begin cultivating your relationships by expressing gratitude to those around you. Acknowledge the role they play in your life and the joy they bring. Engage in acts of kindness, large and small, as these gestures reinforce the bonds you share. Additionally, commit to resolving conflicts with equanimity and fairness, always aiming for reconciliation and mutual understanding. In closing, the Stoic perspective on relationships teaches us that the quality of our connections with others is a direct reflection of our philosophy in action. It shows us that the journey toward happiness and confidence is not a solitary one, but a collective endeavor nurtured through empathy, integrity, and the shared human experience. As we explore Stoicism further in the coming segments, let us keep in mind the value of relationships and the vital role they play in our quest for wisdom and fulfillment. I invite you to join me next time as we continue to delve into the profound and practical aspects of Stoic philosophy, forging ahead toward a life that cherishes both the self and the community in equal measure. Constructive conversations. Using Stoic communication principles to enhance relationships and self-esteem. In the realm of Stoicism, wisdom is not confined to solitary contemplation. It thrives in the exchange of ideas, the articulation of thoughts, and the harmony of dialogue. As we strive to enhance our relationships and self-esteem, Stoic communication principles emerge as vital tools. These principles guide us to engage in constructive conversations that not only deepen our connections, but also fortify our own sense of self-worth. Stoicism teaches us to approach every conversation with the intention of mutual growth, rather than simply winning an argument or asserting dominance. It's about creating a space where both parties can express themselves freely and seek understanding, not just victory. This is achieved by adhering to a few key Stoic tenets: clear expression, active listening, and emotional control. Clear expression forms the bedrock of constructive conversations. Speak with clarity and honesty, articulating your thoughts in a way that is both straightforward and considerate. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of speaking only what may benefit others or yourself, and doing so without pretense. This sincerity encourages an open and authentic discourse, where truth is the shared goal and integrity the shared value. Active listening, an equally important component, demands our full attention and presence. It involves hearing not just the words but also the underlying emotions and intentions. In doing so, we demonstrate respect for our conversational partners and validate their perspectives. This reciprocity builds a foundation of trust and respect, essential for lasting relationships and a nourished self-esteem. Emotional control is perhaps the most challenging, yet rewarding, of Stoic communication principles. It requires us to maintain composure, even in the face of provocation or disagreement. By keeping our emotions in check, we create a conducive environment for rational and respectful exchange. It's about responding, not reacting. About guiding the conversation with wisdom rather than being swept away by the current of our emotions. But how do we apply these principles in our daily interactions? It starts with the recognition that every conversation is an opportunity to practice Stoic virtues. Before engaging, take a moment to center yourself, to recall your commitment to constructive exchange. During the conversation, be mindful of your speech and your reactions. Strive to understand before being understood. If tensions rise, pause, and remind yourself of the Stoic principle of emotional control. Remember, constructive conversations are not just about the content of the exchange, but about the manner in which we conduct ourselves. They are a reflection of our Stoic practice in the social realm. By committing to these principles, we not only enrich our interactions, but also solidify our self-respect. We become better listeners, more articulate speakers, and more empathetic friends and partners. And as we continue to engage in conversations guided by Stoic wisdom, we'll find that our relationships naturally deepen, our connections grow stronger, and our self-esteem is bolstered. We become known as individuals of integrity and reason, individuals who not only speak with purpose, but also listen with an open heart. So, as you move through your day, invite constructive conversations. View each dialogue as a canvas on which to paint with the vibrant colors of Stoic communication, and watch as the portrait of your life becomes richer with deepened relationships and a renewed sense of self-esteem. Stay with us as we continue to explore the profound applications of Stoicism in our lives, always seeking to integrate its timeless wisdom into our modern existence. Join us next time for more guidance on walking the Stoic path toward a life of happiness, confidence, and meaningful connections. Stoic forgiveness, the liberating power of forgiveness in Stoic thought, is a profound practice that can not only heal relationships, but also cultivate inner peace and self-confidence. The Stoics understood that harboring resentment binds us to the past and hinders our ability to live in accordance with our virtues. Forgiveness, then, is not just an act of compassion towards others. It is an essential act of self-liberation. The act of forgiveness begins with the recognition that all humans are fallible. We all possess the capacity for error, and it is this shared imperfection that should foster empathy rather than enduring grudges. According to Stoic philosophy, when we forgive, we acknowledge that mistakes are part of the human condition. This perspective frees us from the weight of anger and disappointment, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Another aspect of Stoic forgiveness is the understanding that our anger hurts us more than it does the offender. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, stated, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." By choosing to forgive, we release the toxic emotions that can cloud our judgment and disturb our tranquility. This release is not an endorsement of the wrongdoing, but a refusal to let it continue to inflict pain within us. To practice Stoic forgiveness, start by reflecting on the incident that caused the hurt. View it objectively, considering it as an opportunity to exercise your Stoic virtues. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to strengthen my character? By approaching forgiveness as a personal development exercise, you channel negative experiences into catalysts for growth. Furthermore, Stoic forgiveness involves proactive reconciliation. It's about extending an olive branch not necessarily to receive an apology, but to reaffirm your commitment to living virtuously. This is not to say that you should allow others to repeatedly cause you harm. Rather, it is about setting boundaries with wisdom and engaging with others from a place of self-respect and rational compassion. In practicing forgiveness, we also cultivate patience and understanding for the fact that change in others can be slow and complex. Remember that forgiveness is a process, sometimes requiring time and repeated effort. Be patient with both yourself and others as you navigate this healing journey. Ultimately, Stoic forgiveness is a declaration of autonomy over your emotional well-being. It is the realization that you are in control of your reactions, and that by choosing forgiveness, you align your actions with Stoic principles, leading to a life of harmony and inner confidence. In summary, forgiveness is a cornerstone of Stoic thought, fostering a life of contentment and self-assurance. It requires us to see errors as human, to release the hold of negative emotions, and to engage with others from a place of virtue and compassion. Let this Stoic practice guide you towards a life of freedom from the past, imbued with happiness and resilient self-confidence. Join me in our next session as we continue to journey through the enriching landscape of Stoicism, applying its ancient teachings to cultivate a life of wisdom, virtue, and profound inner strength. Virtue and profound inner strength, the happiness of now. Embracing the present moment. As a Stoic key to happiness, in the timeless quest for happiness, Stoicism offers a refreshing and empowering perspective. The secret to true contentment lies in embracing the present moment. This Stoic key to happiness, the happiness of now, invites us to shed the burdens of past regrets and future anxieties, urging us to inhabit the here and now with full awareness and appreciation. The Stoic sages taught that the present is the only domain over which we have real control. The past is unchangeable. The future unpredictable, but the present moment is where life unfolds and where our power resides. It is here that we can practice virtue, respond to life's challenges, and savor life's joys. By anchoring ourselves in the now, we cultivate a state of presence that not only enhances our experience of life, but also strengthens our self-esteem. To live the happiness of now, we begin by cultivating mindfulness, an awareness of the current moment, free from judgment. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic thought, counseled us to perform every action as if it were our last, devoid of distraction, emotional misdirection, and the pull of extraneous desires. Such focused engagement transforms mundane activities into opportunities for joy and fulfillment. Another aspect of embracing the present is to relinquish our grip on what we cannot control. We often expend precious energy fretting over what may never happen or lamenting what is already past. The Stoics remind us that this is not only futile, but also detrimental to our well-being. Instead, by accepting and engaging with the present as it is, we free ourselves to experience happiness that is not contingent on external circumstances. The practice of gratitude plays a crucial role in the happiness of now. By taking stock of the blessings we currently have, be they friendships, health, or simple pleasures, we turn our attention to the riches of the present. Gratitude amplifies the joy of the moment and reinforces the realization that we often have more than we need to be happy. Moreover, the Stoic approach to the present moment teaches us to find beauty in transience. The very impermanence of life becomes a compelling reason to cherish the now, to live vividly and with purpose. When we understand that every moment is a gift, our lives become a tapestry of precious, irreplaceable experiences, each one deserving of our full attention and reverence. In embracing the happiness of now, we also discover a path to self-confidence. Each moment presents a chance to prove to ourselves that we can live according to our values, make choices of integrity, and respond to life with courage and wisdom. This repeated affirmation of our capacity for virtue breeds a deep, unshakable confidence that no external validation can match. So dear viewers, let us seize the present with both hands, immersing ourselves in the richness of now. Let the Stoic wisdom illuminate our path, guiding us to savor the present moment as the wellspring of happiness and self-assurance. As you go about your day, remember to pause, breathe, and engage fully with the moment at hand. For it is in these moments, one after another, that a happy and confident life is built. Stay with us on this Stoic journey as we continue to explore practices that foster a life of joy, serenity, and resilience. The present moment is not just a concept. It is the very canvas upon which we paint our lives, stroke by stroke, with the vibrant hues of immediate experience. Join me next time as we delve deeper into the art of living well, the Stoic way. In conclusion, my friends, we have traversed the timeless landscape of Stoicism, uncovering the wisdom that fosters happiness and nurtures confidence. From the very birth of Stoicism in ancient Greece to its manifestation in our daily encounters, these strategies form a mosaic of practices that guide us towards a life rich in joy and self-assurance. Remember the Stoic mindset, which centers around accepting what is within our power and releasing what is not. We've learned to adjust our lens of perception, to view events not as hurdles but as avenues for growth, and to focus on our actions, which are the true measure of our influence. We delved into the understanding of control, identifying our circle of influence and committing our energy to what we can change. The practice of identifying core values anchors us to our true selves, ensuring that our life's course aligns with what we hold most dear. Our exploration took us through the power of daily reflections and the strengthening of our circle of influence. We embraced the view from above, gaining perspective on the tapestry of life, and we practiced Premeditatio Malorum, preparing ourselves for adversities and finding appreciation in the present. We learned to turn obstacles into opportunities, an act that demonstrates the Stoic resolve to overcome and evolve. Voluntary discomfort reminded us that stepping out of our comfort zone is a catalyst for growth and an affirmation of our resilience. Journaling insights encouraged us to document our Stoic journey, providing a mirror to our progress and a testament to our personal growth. And through the power of autonomy, we claimed the reins over our choices, our happiness, and our life's narrative. We turned to the attitude of gratitude, finding richness in the present and contentment in our daily experiences. Stoic forgiveness taught us how liberating it is to let go of grudges and to take control over our emotions, freeing ourselves for a life of tranquility. We addressed envy and how by limiting desire, we can savor more of life's simple joys. Building resilience emerged as a cornerstone of Stoic practice, equipping us to weather life's storms with grace and emerge stronger in spirit. The cultivation of relationships emerged as a key element in living a Stoic life, connecting deeply with others and finding strength in our shared humanity. Constructive conversations became our canvas for forging stronger bonds and enhancing our self-esteem, while Stoic forgiveness was revealed as not just compassionate, but deeply self-empowering. Join me as we continue to embrace these teachings, integrating the profound wisdom of the Stoics into our modern lives. May we carry these practices with us, like a compass guiding us through the complexities of our existence. A daily reminder that happiness and confidence are within reach, and they start from within. Remember to take these insights and weave them into the fabric of your everyday life. Experiment, observe, and refine, for Stoicism is not just a philosophy to study, but a way of living to embody. And as you journey forth, let these principles light your path to a more fulfilled, serene, and confident existence. Thank you for walking this path with me. If you found wisdom in our journey together, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing these teachings with others who may be seeking guidance. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future content that could further illuminate your path to happiness and self-improvement. Until we meet again, dear viewers, may your days be filled with virtue, your heart with courage, and your life with happiness. Farewell for now, but not goodbye, as we continue to grow and flourish in the spirit of Stoic wisdom.